to France and to the factory. This is a remarkable piece that I know you're going to be excited about. Don't miss out on this. What we're talking about is your skillet with that black enamel on the inside that never needs seasoning, and we have it only in 3 colors. Now, we kicked this off on Sunday, and since that time, over 4,000 ordered and only 3 colors remain, already 200 in this show. One of our Le Creuset team members is Greg Shockley. I should say Chef Greg Shockley.
That's
Good to have you back, sir.
How you doing, David?
I'm well, buddy. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you're showing the Rastelli steaks inside. These are the steaks that we have coming up a little later in the show. What everyone should know is that this is a 100-year-old tradition.
It is. Nearly. Well, we're about 6 months away from that 100
Well,
years.
that's true.
And I'm so happy that you finally got a chance to go to the factory. Now,
it's a dream come true.
99 and a half years it's been out of the same foundry in northern France, and David had an opportunity to go there and to see how these are made. The history is there. It's the iconic brand. And as you pointed out, it's all about the cast iron, David. It's about that cast iron cooking, that heat retention, that heat distribution that gives you the beautiful results like we got in these Rastelli steaks right here. The caramelization that you get really helps develop those flavors, that texture. So we got that nice crust. So these sirloins, I'm actually going to take these out right now. We got both sides already done. I'm going to remove them, and in the same pan, I'm going to take all that fond that's at the bottom. Now, again, like David pointed out earlier, look at the bottom of this. This is not raw cast iron. This is enamel cast iron. This is our satin black interior. So this is not nonstick, but it's easy release, right? And as soon as we add a liquid to this, so what we're going to do, we're going to start off by adding some shallots, David. So we've got all the drippings from our steak, that wonderful flavor in there. We're going to take our shallots. We're going to add a little bit of butter. Oh, you're already helping me with my fajitas, right?
I'm just putting a little sauce in there. They're getting a little dry.
There you go. And we've got a little butter going. So this is going to be a super easy, nice, quick sauce for our steak, and that's what it's all about. And you'll see that it's just literally releasing from there. We're going to add some herbs, and that's it. Just a simple, nice shallot and butter sauce. And if you happen to notice, on both sides here, whether you're a lefty or a righty, we've got pour spouts on either side. So we can kind of stir this up a little bit, let this kind of go around. And David, the handle is nice and easy to grab, so whether you're coming in and out of the oven, you can get on this. So let's give that a nice stir. And we're gonna go right over our beautiful steaks and just take a look at that. All the flavor from our steaks, those nice shallots, and then the butter is all covered in there.
And if you threw little mushrooms in there, that wouldn't hurt either.
That wouldn't definitely hurt my feelings as well.
This is remarkable stuff. And what you're going to love about these skillets, you have the double pour spouts. You have the helper handle. This is a remarkable item that will never, ever need to be seasoned, right?
It does not need to be seasoned. So the whole thing, it's enamel coated on the outside and the inside. So we've got that ombre color on the outside. And then again, that satin interior, that black, it's specially designed for a little bit higher heat. Now, one trick for all of your cast iron cookware for Le Creuset is that you only really need to go on the medium heat, David. So that's really all you ever need to do. I think the mistake that a lot of people make is that they think they really need to kind of crank this up like you would with a traditional aluminum pan or a stainless steel pan. It's totally different because of that heat retention. This pan is going to grab all of that heat and it's going to hold all that heat. So when you medium is plenty fine for searing your steaks, for you're doing your asparagus or your fajitas like this, like right now. And that's the reason why. And as soon as we add a liquid, now you will typically need to add a little bit of oil for this or some kind of fat. So just a little tiny bit helps release and helps get that nice sear on all of your food.
Now, it's important to know we only have 3 colors remaining in this skillet. And it's important to know we have the Marseille, named after the southern port city of France. This is lovely in a blue and very iconic. One of the newest colors is called sea salt. And then a color we don't carry that often is white.
I know. I like the white a lot. The white goes with everything. What doesn't it go with?
Now, if you want the white, I have 190 left to go around. In sea salt, 450, and that's the most popular. And in the Marseille, only 100 remain. And when these are gone, we'll take them off the set. It's important to know this is cast iron cooking with a nearly a 100-year tradition.
That's right.
This is a factory that has been in the same location in France for going on 100 years.
Right, and think about that. That's a 100-year tradition. It's the
And there I am
iconic
in front of the factory.
It's the first company out there to do colored enamel on cast iron, and still 100 years later. I love that picture. I love seeing all of your social media hits.
I mean, I was in the warehouse at that point where all of the orange boxes are stacked up and then they are shrink wrapped.
Right.
Unbelievable. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? This is remarkable stuff. Now, these are the chicken patties that we showed earlier from Family Farms.
Right, so really easy to do for your everyday meals as well. So, you know, not everything has to be complicated. We did our steaks. We're going to do our chicken patties. We're making fajitas. So really simple, easy, every day. This is a pan that you can keep on your stove and use day after day for all of your meals. Now, David, also, we were talking about that history and about the foundry. Think about this. How many sets of hands touch every single one of these pots, whether it's a Dutch oven, whether it's one of our skillets?
Hundreds of
sets of hands. That's the care that they go to making this brand special, iconic. It's the 100-year history, and these are heirloom items, meaning that you can pass these down from generation to generation, and they will last.
I also learned while I was there that this color that we talk about on all these pieces is achieved through a colored powder that is mixed with glass.
The glass, right.
And sprayed on and then put through a firing process.
Right.
Now, the firing process helps the glass adhere to the cast iron.
And it helps create that ombre color, that effect that you see on all the pans.
I saw vats and vats of this color, and it starts out as a beautiful frit, kind of a powder finish, and they mix with liquid, and then they pump it in and they spray it on. Now, some pieces get sprayed on one color. They go through the firing process and they come out a darker color.
Isn't that cool? I mean,
it
I know
was
when you put
wild.
It in, they must know what they're doing, right? There we go. You're seeing it right there. So all of the coats go on. You're seeing that satin enamel go on, on the inside there, and that's what I want people to know in case you didn't or just tuning in. The interior is not raw cast iron. We made it to look like that. We wanted to mimic that, but it's got all of the qualities that we want with that enamel.
And look how that asparagus is cooking
Beautiful
up.
Asparagus.
Beautiful, crunchy, and lovely.
There's my perfect steak dinner with our shallot butter sauce.
And we have the Rostelli steaks coming up in the show.
Done in
now,
minutes.
I should let you know where. Oh, Marseille is gone. All right, so we'll take Marseille down. Thank you, Travis. Appreciate that. Now, the next we'll go is the white. I have only 125 remaining. And the sea salt, still the most popular. And only 350 of these remain. These are going very quickly. Ordinarily, this is $220 at lecreuset.com. We're at $129.98 with reduced shipping and handling. Only $5.97, down from $12.97.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. So what do you have here?
Well, we've got a bit of icing here for our cinnamon buns.
Oh, make it rain.
I love talking about baking when we're talking about our cast iron. We do this with our Dutch ovens, but the reason is it holds that heat. It gives that nice crust on the outside. The great thing about these sticky buns is that texture, that gooey texture that you get on the outside. And then we're gonna use our blend jet here, the TSV, to make our icing. And we've got that nicely coated.
Unbelievable. I also understand you have a skillet lasagna.
I have a skillet
in
lasagna.
the oven.
I'm going to grab my other towel right here.
All right,
and
I'm going to send you over to the oven. I'm going to let everyone know that this is a remarkable big deal price. Reduced shipping and handling. This is the skillet maybe that is your first piece of Le Creuset. Maybe it is a continuation of your collection. This is going to be a piece that you use every day. In the morning, you'll scramble eggs in it. In the afternoon, you'll grill cheese in it, do a grilled cheese sandwich, and then you'll do a lasagna, skillet lasagna for supper. This is dynamically beautiful. Don't miss out on this skillet. And remember, you're never, ever going to season this cast iron.
Never. And David, if you're looking for, you saw me do the steaks earlier, but if you're looking for the perfect smash burger, the perfect steak, I love using the cast iron for that solely. If you're not going to use it for anything else, use it for cooking your steaks and your burgers because it will get that perfect crust, that perfect sear. The flavor is going to be absolutely amazing. You can finish this in the oven. Remember, this can go up to 500 degrees in your oven as well. Works for every single cooktop. But if you want to do a smash burger, you put them in there and you just cover it up. Here, let's go. Right there. There's our lasagna. Look at this. One pan dishes.
Sign me up.
You can actually, this is a deconstructed one. So we actually did the ground beef and the sausage at the bottom of here. We added some broken pieces of the pasta, added our sauce, and then topped it with cheese. And
Sir, we just lost another color.
Okay, which one?
All right, white is gone.
What do we have left there, David?
So we'll take the white away, along with the little, thank you, sir, appreciate that. Now, if you want the sea salt, how many left? 275 left. That is all we have on this big deal. Now, 600 already ordered in this program. Many of you are looking at this and you're saying, will I use this every day? Absolutely. Because in the morning you will scramble eggs in it, or you'll make eggs and bacon, or you'll do sausage, what have you.
Or you'll make your fajitas for in the afternoon.
And then maybe for lunch or dinner, you'll do fajitas, or you'll do the chicken patties that we had earlier. This is a remarkably versatile pan. It comes from a company with a nearly 100-year-old history. I know this because I just visited the factory in France. This was the trip of a lifetime for me.
What was your favorite part about that?
I mean, everything about the French countryside was lovely. We flew in and out of Paris. We weren't in Paris.
Right.
We had to then get on a van and drive for 2 hours outside the city to get to the small village where Le Creuset is located. So small, in fact, that we had to go to the next town over to find hotels because that's how small it was.
I love that.
This is extraordinary stuff. We met Frederick, the site manager,
right,
who took us on a wonderful tour. He knew every person's name, stopped, shook their hands. It was remarkable to watch him. And I said, sir, where is your office? He said, right in the middle of the factory.
Right. There you go.
He said, because I want to be near my people.
And he's probably worked there his entire life.
And he has worked there a long, long time. This is an extraordinary company, and you are investing in generational cookware. I have fewer than 100 left in sea salt only. Now, we've sold out of every color.
I love that color, by the way.
And this is one of the newest colors. Now, again, on the inside is that black enamel porcelain. And then on the outside is the sea salt. Now, the ombre color is achieved through multiple sprayings on this. And then it is fired and goes into the oven. It is an extraordinary experience. And we're going to be chronicling my experience on videotape on QVC Plus in September. We're also doing some very special announcements in September from this very special brand, so be sure and stick around for all of that.
One quick tip, if you're looking at an easy way to clean this, while the pan's still hot, I just took our burgers out of here, add a little bit of water, so pretend we're deglazing like we do with our steaks and creating our sauce.
Sure.
Add a little bit of water, move it around in the bottom, your bottom will come out whisper clean.
Okay, we just sold out of everything. Gone, 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 gone,
Great.
gone. All right, now we're going to take this down, and Mr. Shockley, Chef Shockley,
Thanks, my
nice
friend.
to have you back,
Okay.
sir.
Bye, everyone.
All right, now let's make our way over to Lock and Lock, because it, as we are so often to say,